Welcome to another Cardano update. So as you can see, Cardano got to the 0.786 support level, and what happens now will be very important, because if we do get below that support level and if we do not manage to bounce right now, then we will most likely get another move down in the B wave right here, which, like I said, would not be the end of the world, but it would increase the possibility that we get another low in the second wave move down right here, just because getting another low in the B wave right here would put us very close to this low. So if we do that, then we might as well just drop below this low as well. And I don't know what will happen if we do that. And I mean, of course, that would give us another second wave move down, and it would mean that this right here was just an ABC structure. And I don't know if we will bounce after that or if we will get another second wave move down. This really depends on what Bitcoin will do, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, if you look at the Bitcoin chart right now, it's currently going sideways in a way, but you have to keep in mind it went to the oversold territory, well, almost the oversold territory on the 4-hour chart. And usually when that happens, we get a bounce a few days later, like we did over here, for example. After we got to the oversold territory here, we went from about 64k to about 73k, which was almost a new all-time high. And here as well, when we got to the oversold territory, we went from about 58k to about 69k. So I still think Bitcoin will get a pump very soon. And also keep in mind, if you look at the Bitcoin monthly returns chart, as you can see, November is currently a red month, but I don't think it's going to close red. I think we'll actually start going up very soon. And if you look at what happened in the previous halving years, for example in 2020 we went up 43% in November. And if we check out what happened in 2016, we only went up about 5.42%. But keep in mind, that's still a green wick. And I think going up another 5% from where we're at right now, well, 7% actually, if we take this percentage as well, I think that would actually put us at a new all-time high. Let's actually check that out. Yeah, that would pretty much be a new all-time high, so that would still be good in my opinion, if we follow the 2016 cycle. Now, like I said, we don't have to follow that cycle. Maybe we'll follow the 2020 cycle, or maybe we'll follow the 2012 cycle. I don't know what happened in 2012 because it's not on the chart, but pretty sure it also was green, so yeah, there is a very big chance that we go up in November, and we go up somewhere between 10 to maybe 20%, and we get to new all-time highs very soon. So yeah, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to drop another 10k or the sudden. I don't think that would make sense, at least judging this by what happened in the previous two cycles. And I think we will get to new all-time highs soon, and we will finally complete the C wave of the third wave right here. Now let me explain what that means. So after we got to about 49k on this low right here, we formed a three-wave move to the upside, which formed the first wave. And then we formed a second wave move down, which had an ABC structure. And then after that, I mean, we pretty much bounced. And as you can see, we actually bounced off the trend line, which is this right here. And right now we are working on the third wave of that 1-2 setup right here. And that third wave should get to the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup, which is at $80.6k. And right now we are in the C wave of that third wave. So as you can see, we already have an A-B structure of that third wave. And the C wave, like I said, should still get to that 200% extension, and that will only complete the third wave right here. Then of course we need a fourth wave move down, and then a fifth wave move up, in my opinion, should put us at about $100,000 by the end of the year. And if we get to that level, and every 4 or 5 waves, I will also be able to confirm that this low is actually in, and that we are about to continue the cycle, and you know, that this is not actually a left translated peak. Now when we talk about this ABC structure, so as you can see, after we got the B wave low right here, we formed an AB structure, and now we're still working on that C wave, and by the looks of it, we already have the AB structure of that C wave, which means that right now we need to get a C wave of the C wave of the C wave of the third wave right here to complete the third wave. I know that sounds complicated, but trust me, it makes sense. Now, to remain bullish on this and to confirm that we will not get another low and that this is not actually a 1-2 setup right here, we have to stay above $65,000. If we do not stay above that though, then we will invalidate this 1-2 setup and we will get another knowing B wave right here, which means that this is actually a 1-2 setup and not an AB structure or a 1-2-1-2 setup. Either way, I still think Bitcoin will go up, and if you look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, as you can see, Bitcoin dominance is currently going sideways. It's currently at 60.40%, which is above the 0.618 extension, and honestly, this looks like it's about to form a top, but we'll have to see. And like I said, Bitcoin dominance could top this month, because if you look at the daily chart, it's going to be overbought. If you look at the weekly chart, it's going to be overbought. And if you look at the monthly chart, it's almost overbought as well, which leads me to believe that we will get an altcoin season very, very soon. And also, don't forget, Bitcoin dominance always goes down in November. It always went down in the past 9 years or so. So I see no reason why it would not go down. And also, getting another cycle high in November makes sense, and it's actually following what it did in the previous cycle. So as you can see here, we were going up in September and October, and then in November we had a correction. But if you check this out, as you can see, in November we still put in a new cycle high before we had that correction. So yeah, what's happening right now is kind of normal, and I'm still expecting Bitcoin dominance to start dropping in maybe 2 weeks or so. And I don't know how much it will drop, but in my opinion it should at least get to the bull market support band. And if that happens, then Cardano will finally be able to form some kind of 5-wave move to the upside, in my opinion. And why am I saying that? Well, because it did the exact same thing in this previous cycle right here, as you can see. When Bitcoin dominance was going to new all-time highs in the previous cycle, or actually new cycle highs, Cardano was pretty much going sideways, as you can see, just like it's doing right now. And then when Bitcoin dominance got a correction in November, which it always gets, that's when Cardano actually managed to form some kind of 5-wave move to the upside and confirmed that the second wave move down was in. And that's when Cardano actually went up about 100% in November. And you could check out what happened in the first 2 weeks of that month. As you can see, Cardano was not actually doing anything until November 21st. Then all of a sudden on November 21st, Cardano got the bodily bull market support band, and then it bounced like crazy, and I don't think I have to explain what happened after that. So if we want to get an altcoin season like we got in the previous cycle, then we have to start pumping by, let's say, November 25th or so. If we do not do that, then it's going to be very likely that we get another second wave move down right here. But keep in mind, right now we are doing exactly what we did in the previous cycle. We are going sideways, and Bitcoin dominance is going to new all-time highs, and also we are at the bull market support band and we are below it. And if we do get a pump right now, it will put us above the bull market support band, and if that happens, then we will most likely get to these targets right here. Now let me talk about the Elliott wave as well. So here we have a 1-2 setup. And right now we are working on the third wave of that 1-2 setup. And this third wave is a bit, let's just say, weird. But if I can validate it, yet we did not get below this low at here, so that's good. But keep in mind, if we do get another B-wave low, like I said, it would increase the chances of us getting another low in the second wave move down right here. And if that happens, then it could take another few weeks to get to these targets right here. And I have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup on the chart. As you can see, we have a 1-2 setup on the chart. And if we want to keep this valid, we kind of have to get a third wave right now. To confirm that the second wave right here is in, we have to get above, let's say, 36.5 cents. And we have to get to the trend line again. And then we have to get to the 200% extension of this 1-2 setup, which is at 41.3 cents. To form the third wave, and then the fourth wave and the fifth wave. And once we get these 5 waves, I will be able to confirm that the B wave low is in, and that we're actually working on the C wave of this AB structure right here. And that C wave will complete the third wave that I was talking about, which is the third wave of this 1-2 setup. And the minimum target for that third wave is at 52.7 cents. And then, of course, after we get to that level, we should get a correction in the fourth wave, and then a fifth wave should put us at like 60 to 70 cents. And once we get that fifth wave, I will be able to confirm that the second wave move down is in, and that we're heading in a main third wave move to the upside. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want to support the channel. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.